Hey, y'all, don't forget to hit those buttons over there while you're listening. Hundreds of pagers belonging to Hezbollah exploded yesterday. The blast unalived 11 people. I have another report that says 12. Not real sure. Walkie-talkies have since been done. That was this morning, I believe, in Beirut. I reported that in my ground news. More than 2,700 people have been injured. Israel appears to be behind the attack. Its operatives hid the material in a shipment of pagers before they arrived in Lebanon. The pagers received a message at 3:30 p.m. that appeared to be from leadership. Instead, it was a trigger. The pagers beeped for several seconds, then detonated. At least 8 of those unalived were fighters. Lebanese officials said an 8-year-old girl was unalived and Iran's ambassador to Lebanon was injured. Many victims had injuries to their faces, particularly the eyes. Video from a hospital in Beirut showed patients with mangled hands and burn injuries. The exploding pagers carried a Taiwanese brand name, but that company, Gold Apollo, said another firm in Hungary made the model involved. Hezbollah began to rely on pagers last year out of fear that Israel had penetrated its cell phone network. Again, walkie-talkies were detonated this morning, per Reuters. I was only doing that because I said it right. Reuters. I'm working on that. This whole thing is messed up. I didn't mean... Okay. In an interview with Black journalist, Harris condemned Trump's false claim about Haitian immigrants in Ohio, calling such rhetoric hateful and a crying shame. She dodged questions when asked if she supported Roe v. Wade's restrictions on abortion after second trimester, saying that she only supported restoring the protections of Roe, which makes sense. The late term, I keep saying this, it was banned in 2003. It was revisited in 2007, remained banned with the exception to save the life of the mother. It was legal up until viability, 24 weeks, and there were several states where, yes, you could go. But that was in this case of... Okay. Asked about Black men who support Trump, Harris said she was working to earn the vote. She's not assuming that she's getting the vote just because she is Black. At a town hall with supporters, Trump suggests his tariffs would bring so many auto plants to Michigan. Oh, and don't forget, pay for childcare. At one point, he confused Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan with a national refuge place in Alaska. He suggested he would restore a state and local tax break that largely benefits residents of blue states, despite signing a law in 2017 that limited it. Former governors, 7 Republican, 12 Democrats, urged sitting governors to certify the results after the 2024 vote, calling doing so not open for debate. But Trump allies are arguing that local officials can choose not to certify results. Groups backing Harris have reserved, of course, because it's all entertainment, $332 million in ads for campaign's final weeks compared to $194 million from groups backing Trump. I just want to pause. I got to bring up the book, Playing with Fire, Election of 1968, How It Transformed American Politics, and it became entertainment in a show. Oh, yeah, that Ohio woman again, regretting sharing what she did on Facebook. Apparently, well, I've already said that. He gave short notice that he was going to be golfing Sunday. I think he made the comment about the most dangerous thing to be is the president or something. Harris apparently called him to see if he was okay. He described it as a very nice call. Florida will conduct its own investigation, suggesting he didn't trust the Justice Department. Senate Republicans blocked a bill that would have created a national right to IVF access. Democrats plan to vote to highlight Republican opposition to reproductive rights. Senator Tammy Duckworth, an Illinois Democrat who used IVF to have children after combat injuries left her with fertility problems, proposed the legislation. Large parts of Brazil are on fire. In August, wildfires burned an area the size of Costa Rica. Roughly 1 million Ukrainians and Russians have been unalived or wounded between the two countries. In Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's party lost a parliamentary seat in Montreal that it held for decades. Many Canadians viewed the special election as a referendum on Trudeau. Years after a coup, the military in Myanmar has unalived thousands of civilians. I wonder what that coup was. I wonder if that was us. Yeah, I wonder if we left that a mess. We're known to do that. Instagram will add stricter settings for teenagers. Users under 18 will be made private by default, and the app will not send them notifications at night. Good. The Biden administration pushed its decision on whether to let a Japanese company buy U.S. steel after the 2024 election. Extreme heat and wildfires it stokes are taking a physical toll on firefighters. They're exposed to heat and exhaustion and the possibility of health risk in the long term. Adults under 50 have been developing breast and colorectal cancers at higher rates in recent decades. I agree. Yep. Alcohol may be a factor. A survey of Gen Z shows that many young people have deep regrets about social media. Senator Tina Smith and AOC introduced their new bill, which aims to build millions of affordable homes across America. We heard that, rates are cutting, or that was the announcement. The Fed is supposed to announce some things today. The deadly effects of jumping before I go into the other thing. We found out about Ashley 2 days ago, 28-year-old Ashley in Georgia. Okay. Rates. Oh my gosh, I just went on a whole rant and then just had to delete it. So here is, the main story was on the Federal Reserve. I went on a whole rant about how I see it like the Game of Thrones, the bank, and it's just all made up. Like, I don't understand what people don't get about the fact that it's just made, like it's all made up, money, the paper, all of it. Investment, stockholders, shareholders, those things don't make sense in my brain because they're not doing anything. They're not adding any value other than this fake paper to say, here's the money to do these things with. Okay, they're cutting borrowing costs. Trump and them don't want them to do it because it'll look good for Biden and Kamala, which I just think is just how shitty is that? Because if it's going to really help people, I don't understand. Everything is just expensive. It's hard to breathe. Don't forget to hit those buttons over there. I hope your day doesn't suck. Okay, love you. Bye.